Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and we're in the top 1000 Mythic right now. We're testing out some standard decks, and want to test out a bunch of decks that were kind of hampered by Teferi being around. This being one of them. So this is Mono Blue Devotion. It was something that the early days of Journey to Nyx saw a little bit of play, but Teferi kind of invalidated a lot of the abilities of the deck. Pretty much two cards in particular. Leyline of Anticipation, you can cast it for 0 mana if it's in your opening hand. All your spells have flash. And then Nyx Lotus, which enters tapped, and then you can tap it to add add color mana equal to a specific devotion. So basically what you try to do with this deck is have a lot of pips, so little mana symbols of blue, and then you want to tap and untap Nyx Lotus to generate a bunch of mana. The way you do that is with stuff like Corridor Monitor. And you also now have the new printed Barrin Tolarian Archmage. So basically what you want to do is tap this, play Corridor Monitor, potentially pick it up with the Corridor Monitor, and then untap it again, so you can float like a bunch of mana that way. Thassa, Barrin's really good because you can bounce your opponent's stuff or our stuff. It's also a way to be bounced with Thassa, which you couldn't do with Brazen Borrower. So you can kind of generate a whole bunch of mana that way. Gadwick becomes basically a huge draw spell, and we can tap down our opponent's stuff. At instant speed with Leyline, it's also good because you can tap your opponent's creatures. So with this version, we're not playing Brazen Borrower. We're cut down the number of Cavaliers at the top end, so a little bit lower curve. We don't have Agent of Treachery, so we just can't steal the opponent's board. But we kind of have just ways to piece it together. Arcanist Owl helps us find a lot of the key pieces of the deck. You can find Corridor Monitors, Omens, Witching Wells, Thassas, Leylines, Nyx Lotus. So it's a pretty good card to piece it all together as card advantage. And then you have Omen of the Seas, and then Thassa's Oracle. It's an early drop. Because we have so much devotion to blue, you can kind of combo win by just drawing through your deck and then playing Thassa's Oracle to rearrange and then to eventually win through the combo that way there. So there's that. Sideboard wise, we got cages for like Winoda, graveyard decks, Aether Gust, Disdainful Stroke. So pretty much sideboard, we have a lot of different counter spells depending on what we need. Creature matchups, the Sultai matchup, disputes, and then if we need to shift to more of a flash-based matchup, we can get rid of some of our combo pieces and then play out a little bit more of a kind of instant speed game. So I think it was like 984. So we'll play a couple games, see how it goes in ranked. We'll probably notice the matchups where we have Leyline out will go a lot better than the matchups we don't. Just being able to play like Nyx Lotus at your opponent's end step. The opponent is really into hummus. Hummus is yummus. This is a keep. So really we just want like a Nyx Lotus and a Gadwick here. And this is nice because I can Omen. Okay, so opponent's probably on Winoda. I want to save this as a surprise blocker. Yeah, opponent's definitely on Winoda. I actually don't mind Witching Well here. Oh, Gadwick's sick. So let's see what we have on top. Okay, I do want the Arcanist Owl. Probably just look to take 3 here. Arcanist Owl can hopefully find us. Ooh, I like Nyx Lotus more. Okay, since we hit Nyx Lotus, I'm not going to block here. We can make a big Gadwick. Okay, so it's Jeskai Winoda. We are in trouble if they drop Winoda next turn. Not, I can Nyx Lotus for a whole bunch of mana next turn. This is the Jeskai one we were playing earlier today. So maybe keeping the owl was right. But this has us play to a bigger effect. Okay, so they have Winoda. Yeah, we just need to survive this turn. Hopefully they don't hit nothing too crazy. Worst case. Yeah, we're taking a lot here. Nice thing is I can tap down a lot of these things next turn. Keeping this, we're at 4. Yikes. Nyx Lotus is not what we want here. Okay, so combat. I think we draw 2. I want to make sure not to tap the Nyx Lotus here. Yeah, it comes in tapped. So that's what the nice thing with the Leyline is. So I can tap for 9 mana here. Oh, that's sick. So the Corridor Monitor comes in. Let's tap Kenrith. Untap this. Let's play Thassa's Oracle. Tap down Winoda. I want to set up my draw here, so when I Witching Well. It's probably Cavalier. So now I Witching Well. Let's draw 2. We have 17 mana. Oh, Barrin's sick here. So I Cavalier. Let's tap down this. How many cards? 44. So I don't have enough devotion yet. I have to put back 2 cards. Put the Leyline on top. So here now I Barrin. Let's tap the Season Hallow Blade. Let's return the Corridor Monitor to our hand. play out the Corridor Monitor. Double tap Kenrith. And then we'll untap this, and then we'll get out of the combat step. We have enough mana that so we'll do the bird. Try to find like a Thassa here. It's another Leyline. Just flash this in. Actually, I should probably hold on to that for the following turn. Thassa's actually pretty good here because I can tap down their whole team. And then this lets me go for 21. The following turn, I think I want another Gadwick though. Yeah, let's do this. So play out Thassa. I'm doing this now so I can get the bounce. I'm gonna bounce this with Gadwick, so actually I want to hold back the Gadwick. I think we just attack. Actually, Gadwick's important. Let's just attack like that. My devotion's 22. Do they just have 2 Bone Crushers? Oh, they've raised the alarm. The nice thing is Thassa can what was I going to say? Thassa can basically tap down their whole team. Okay, so tap Nyx Lotus for 21. Cast Corridor Monitor. Tap this down. Untap this. Tap that. Tap that. Yeah. Basically, I tap down their whole board there. And then we kind of go from there. So this matchup, Cage comes in. Essence Capture comes in. I think... So I'm going to trim a Nyx Lotus, I think. Actually, it's too important, probably. Do we want Aether Gust? It hits Winoda. I think we can just tap down their team. So I need 4 cuts. I think I like the Witching Wells more than the Omens here. Can trim those, and I think on the play Leyline. I think let's go like this, because this can block at least, which is decent. These can just create blockers if needed. Let's try it like that. That was a good first showing for the deck. That was actually pretty sick. It's really nice when you can play your stuff and not have to fairy bounce your 4 mana artifact. Mana base is awkward. We just need an island. Sick. I'm probably going to play out a defensive corridor monitor. It doesn't do much here, but it stops them from attacking. And now I can Barrin one of these. Actually, that was dumb of me. I forgot I had flash. I didn't need to do that. So if they don't play Winoda, I'm going to Shark Typhoon. If they play Winoda, then I'll bounce Winoda. Okay, they just go hard cast. Just want to hit another land here. Same idea. They might be either missing a land for the Winoda. Selfless Savior, that's fine. Gadwick's good because I get to tap down stuff. Target of a spell. This can help me find something. So I think we just take the 4 this turn. Because this does a good job of blocking Season Hallowblade. Barrin can also reset our Gadwick, which is cool. So this game we don't have Nyx Lotus, so we're not generating like oodles of mana. So I actually think this turn, let's tap this down. Yeah. Opponents had enough. It's actually pretty impressive because Winoda deck's a pretty aggressive deck to be coming with. We'll run one more. Hey, Metallica. Yeah. Leyline really helps in this matchup. And this was one of the problems. We couldn't do this before with Teferi. Like, that entire concept of Leyline of Anticipation just got completely invalidated. But, like, Gadwick is so much better at instant speed. It's basically Sphinx Rev minus the life gain, but you get a body. I'm not even exaggerating. There's a mariachi band in my neighbor's backyard. I don't know if you can hear. The standard queues has been pretty slow this morning. I'm probably only going to be running one more game. This is just going to be a quick stream. No Leyline, but this hand's probably decent. I guess we can't have Leyline in our opener every game. It's probably Stompy. Could also be, yeah, it's Stompy. Ooze. Nyx Lotus is busted. Yeah, I think we need to... Like, I want the Leyline, but I don't think we can afford to take 2 turns off. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set them back tempo-wise with the Scavenging Ooze, because now they need to decide between deploying the Ooze and the Lovestruck Beast. My guess is they play Lovestruck, and then with Thassa, I'm going to bounce Barrin, and then bounce their tokens so they can't attack. And now we kind of set up the bounce their thing every turn. And then I can play Leyline, which will animate Thassa, which makes it indestructible. And then I can flash in Nyx Lotus. Okay, double Troll. Double Troll's fine. Think we just be defensive here. Flash in Nyx Lotus and then just go off the following turn. Kind of hoping for a land, not gonna lie. So that's more power. We'll bounce that. Should be doing okay to survive this turn for this Nyx Lotus. They'll probably have Gem Razor out of the side. Nice thing is this is indestructible. How many times will they cast this Barkite Troll? Oh, okay, so opponent is not going to have a good time. No attacks here. End step. So now they have mana up, so we're going to bounce the Scavenging Ooze. And now we kind of go off. So I probably go Nyx Lotus, tap for mana, play the Corridor Monitor, untap, play No, I probably play Gadwick first. Okay, I go Ooze, Ooze. Where is Maelstrom Pulse? Oh, you know what? I screwed that up. Okay, so tap. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's do X equals 4. Play this out. Tap this. Untap this. Play this out. Tap this. I don't think they beat Cavalier after that. So then tap this, play Leyline, or play this. I think we can kill him on the crackback. I'm gonna scry on my upkeep to get rid of these lines that I'm gonna put back on top. I got 4 mana left, so probably want Arcanist Owl. Okay, so I think we pass here, block here, block here. Hey Samkin, how's it going? We are bullying some creature decks. So this is an Essence Capture matchup. Do we want Disdainful Stroke? So I think we, similar to the other game, trim along the edges here. Let's get rid of these Omens. Let's get rid of Cavalier. I think we get rid of the Witching Wells. Play a couple Shark Typhoons. I don't hate the idea of just... So it gets rid of Questing Beast. It gets rid of Great Henge. It's kind of dead though otherwise. Maybe we just play the Typhoon. It's a combination of big brain, but more just click, 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 tap, untap. It's a deck where you hold priority a lot. And that game too, like, I forgot to do that before they went to attacks, but it doesn't really matter. Do we draw lands? We have Leyline. We need 1 land. 1 land, and I could just tempo the hell out of them. One land. 1 land. We're not even in a terrible spot. Why? Why? Just give me 1 land. Perfect. Oh, they got Shifty Boys. Well, Shifty Boy needs to go on top. We lost this one. Yeah. They have Ceratops. We can't beat Ceratops. Like, I could bounce it a couple more turns, but we're not really going to do much against that. And I didn't have a board state to really play around it. So maybe we want something out of the side to deal. But we're not seeing many Ceratops decks. I think we just run it back. Maybe we want Stonecoil. That could be something that we play in the sideboard. Like, if I had a board state and I could kind of tempo them and play around that. we have the Leyline. Really, I just want Thassa. Some Gust wouldn't be too bad either. See if they attack in with this. That's greedy. It's not bad. So enters battlefield at the beginning of your end step. If we return, then we get... So I could bounce the Scavenging Ooze, but I think I'd rather take the card draw. No, I don't get the card draw. It's beginning of my end step. So this is going to just be a Shark Typhoon. Oh, shit. Henge is going to be good. Okay, we're good with lands. We're also good with barons. So I'm just doing this. It's fine. It's gonna die anyways with the legend rule. So I just want to draw cards here. We're in a pretty rough spot with the henge. I was hoping for like an Aether Gust to tuck this on top. Okay, we got Nissa. Usually don't see Nissa out of the Stompy decks. Had I known, I would have brought in like Disdainful Strokes. Shit, they got Questing Beast too. Like, what's a good draw here? Clearly it was an island. So like I could bounce the Questing Beast. Set them back a turn. I honestly think it's just... This feels really bad. Yeah, we lost this one. Just didn't draw anything out of this. Like, we had the good game one, but I think we maybe want, if we're going to see a lot of green, like the 4th Aether Gust instead of... And I might want Stonecoil Serpent, because we can always make a big Stonecoil, and it would help in these matchups. Sheep Parade, thanks for the the raid. Yeah. Thassa here without Nyx Lotus isn't going to do a whole lot. Yeah, we lost. Give the opponent the GGs. So let's, I think we want Stonecoil in the side. that can help the matchup a bit against these creature decks. I do like so this is actually pretty good. So maybe instead of an Omen, and instead of a Witching Well, now you know what, I actually like the Witching Well better than the Cavalier Gales here. Although it adds more devotion, this is an easier play on one and we can always draw 2 cards. Because this can also be fetched with the Stonecoil along with this, where the other one can't. And then I actually don't think it's outrageous to have the full... maybe we bring in one more Stonecoil on the side. Run it like that. Let's run one more. Because like we saw that game, I was able to generate like 20 plus devotion in like a single shot if we get Nyx Lotus going. So if we can do that, you can play a big Stonecoil. It has trample as well. UA done 1987. I think we try this. The other hand had a decent curve, but I think like we need the ley lines. And I don't think it's wrong to try to mull into them. Probably going defensive Stonecoil here. Really just want another land. Might have been greedy on our part. Barrin can also reset our Stonecoils. Come on. Ooh, Sultai Flash. Oh, this might be the Golgari Flash deck. And they Village Rights it. They might be missing lands too. Oh, come on. I probably should have attacked there. We took a gamble. There we go. I'm just gonna Omen here. It's a weird version of Sultai. So I'm going to take the 3 this turn because I do want to set up. So they'll trample over for 1 damage. I want to hit another land here so I can Barrin the lands. Try to just set up for a combo turn. If we draw another land, we also have Thassa with Devotion up. This is an Ugin deck. We probably get absolutely destroyed by Ugin. Let them decide. This is probably Thassa going away. If they're smart, they take Nyx Lotus. No, Thassa's probably worse. Thanks for the host, Magic. Okay, so that's a lot worse. We were hoping for the Barrin plan to kind of lock them out that way. They probably have casualties in their deck. We took a gamble this game. Gonna bounce their blue land. I think we just take the damage. Oh shit, I could have blocked for... Ah! Hey Builds, if you're on the computer, there's a little widget right there. You can grab the deck list. If not, I can drop it in chat. They got Vraska. So Vraska can hit Barrin here. Made a slight change. We have Stonecoil, 2 Stonecoils in the main now, and 1 in the side instead of Shark Typhoon. We cut the... What did we cut? We cut the Cavalier and something else in the main. I forget what we cut in the main. Thank you, appreciate it. Okay, so we're dead here. We drew all the combo pieces, but we didn't hit land there. So Stonecoil comes in this matchup. I don't think we want Cage. I think we're just going to be playing more of a flash style build. Play the Strokes, play the Gusts. Trim a Nyx Lotus. Actually, Corridor Monitor is pretty solid. Do you think we trim these 2 and probably that, probably that. I think Leyline's important in this matchup. It's not a Sharknado deck, but in the sideboard I have 2, so against these decks when I want to become more flash oriented, it's a threat that I can hold up if I don't have Leyline out. Also, because they have like Hydrate Crisis, it's a way I can block big flyers. So it's a way to kind of combat the creature matchups. 3 cuts, 3 cuts. Okay, let's trim along the edges. So the main part of the deck is you're basically trying with a Leyline of Anticipation. You flash in Nyx Lotus, as you see here. And then you kind of untap your whole deck. And then go to town. Yeah, Leylines came back in M20. So they're going to be rotating in a couple weeks, or like come September. So I'm going to go Stonecoil here on 2. I'm hoping for something else, or just drawing the land. Okay, Aether Gust isn't bad. Opponent's missing lands, so I'm just going to run this out. We don't get any card draw from it, which is a little unfortunate, but it puts a clock on them. I do want to hit a land here, so I'm going to play the Omen main phase. Like, all their good stuff's green. So I think that's fine. So here I get to flash in the Nyx Lotus. Okay, well I got a Grazer. That's gonna at least gum up the board. So I can make 3. Let's just draw. Okay, that's very good. So I could flash this in, make a whole bunch of mana, and then kind of go off like that. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Bealds, thanks for the follow. Rear Admiral, how's it going? So I think pretty much what we did that game is what we want to do again here. The counter spells work nice. They're on a Grazer plan. Do I want the disputes over these oracles? We're doing well. Having some fun with this deck. It's mono blue, devotion, combo, draw a bunch of cards, create a lot of mana. No leyline, no real action. Okay, this hand's good. I think we put a Gust back. So I can make this for 1 and start poking at them. I think we actually wait. Yeah, so it's not so much a flash version of the deck as... Okay, so what can they realistic... They can Uro. But that just gets them into their graveyard. Does get them a turn closer to Nissa. Puts a card in. I'm just trying to think, like, they have Heartless Act, they can take 2 counters off this anyways, which they showed. Okay, it's just Uro. So I'm going to hold up the Gust this turn. Had the triple Triome start. Okay, that's good if we can get it going. But unfortunately without haste, without Leyline. Well, I think they're just different decks. Shezin, thanks for the follow. The like mono blue flash, you're playing kind of a disruptive game. This is more combo-y, if you would. Let's attack first, see what they do. I mean, if they had Nissa, they play it last turn, right? I still think I need to play to the board here. It opens me up to some disruption. But I need to try to stick this Leyline. Okay, they got Rider. Can't do anything about that. Hopefully their turns just play Rider, pass. We draw land, play Leyline. Tameo's really bad. Because here they get to find like whatever they want. And now I'm forced to hold up the Aether Gusts. And then this could just refuel. Oh, come on. So I'm just going to go face here. So what I'm going to do is when they plus this, I'm going to Aether Gust it so it gets milled over. That's fine. Wow, they had the negates too. And they hit casualties. So the problem is too, now they just minus casualties. Draw every 4-drop in your deck, but is it wrong to maybe go Simic just for Uro? Yeah. If they're just value. Yeah, we're dead there. Alright, this deck felt like it had promise. We just kind of got mana screwed. Not much we can do there. We drew every one of our 4-drops. I do think this is something we can explore. It's obviously not 100% there. I don't think it's wrong to have the flash package in the sideboard. I did like having Stonecoils. It felt pretty good, especially because it could block Uro, could block, what's its name? Hydrocrisis. It blocks Winoda. It's an answer to Shifting Ceratops. So maybe we cut the Typhoons and go like Brazen Borrower. Could be another option. There's like no ramp though. That's the problem. And like I don't want to hold up strictly counter spells. So maybe we do Brazen Borrower instead. Because the alternative is Simic Devotion. And then you trim these. Trim these. Play Uro. And then you play Hydroid Crisis. Kind of play it like that. Could be another alternative because this still taps for mana. Then you just play like Breeding Pool. You probably cut down to two castles. Eight sources of green is... Oh no, you probably play a couple Trinomes. Actually, if anything, you play the full 4 Triomes, because that allows you to have the castles come into play untapped. Kind of minimizes your downside. So I'd probably do it like that. Because Hydroid Crisis is good, it also gains you some life. And then in your sideboard, you can play... I don't think we're good for double green if you want to play Nightpack Ambusher. We're still dead to... So I do this, cut the Brazen Borrowers, and then... non-human... Probably don't want that. Probably just play like the Stonecoil and then like Return to Nature or Wilt. Just play like 2 Wilts. Kind of run it like that. Just kind of gives you an edge. Like the games where we kind of flood it out, Uro gives you life gain. Stuff will go into the graveyard anyways naturally. Even like if you have to in a pinch, you could blink the Uro. It'll gain you some more life. You can do shenanigans. Have this in, trigger on the stack, flash in Barrin, bounce your Uro to hand. So we can try this as the next one. You can also do corridor like attack, flash in corridor monitor, untap it. So there's some stuff to be done here. I'll probably try this one out next and see how it goes. But I'm going to wrap this one up. Let's see who's on and we can drop a raid. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll either play Simic Devotion. I'm also working on like a dredge list. Right now it's best of 1. I might go Yorion, but it's kind of Silver Smoot Ghoul that with like Uro you can get it back from the graveyard for free. Narcomoeba, Lazov could come a copy of Uro. You have Creeping Chills to also get this back. So I'm working on that. We'll see how it goes. But let's see who's online. Let's go see Sidetrack. So Sidetrack plays a lot of Historic, has a lot of cool brews. So go say hi there, and we'll catch you next time. Appreciate everyone stopping by. If you're new to the channel, you can catch all my replays on my YouTube channel, MTG_Joe. So you can catch everything there. Appreciate everyone stopping by today. Have a great one. Stay safe wherever you are. And hopefully see you for the next stream. Thanks for watching.